Hello and welcome to our show. Happy Passover, happy Palm Sunday. And all these traditions kind of start off with the celebration of spring. We're going to have a little bit more to say about that. We're going to require for you to tell us if you can hear us, because we had a little technical problem earlier this morning when we were doing our little sound check. So let us know that you can see us and hear us. And we're going to give you another great show. That's our intent. It's our 55th show. And we have a special announcement regarding next week's show later on. So stay tuned. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. It's quite a community we've built here. And if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see in the little chat window, everybody knows each other by now.
Yeah.
And so if you're watching on Facebook, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and you can see all of our archived shows. Every single one of our shows that we've put on is in the archive. If you're here on YouTube for the first time, we would hope you take a second and hit the little subscribe button down there and then hit the bell. That will alert you whenever there's a new video posted. And then if you'd all hit the like button, that always improves our stream. And for those of you who asked about the new painting, the new backdrop by Johnny Grinder, all of his information is also in the description below the YouTube video. So, and we've got a contest. We've got all kinds of stuff going on in this episode. But I think maybe we should, I want to take the Ricola out of my mouth. Got to, get ready for the show that way. And we're going to start right off. We got so many requests, once again. We're going to do Bill Klein's request to start off the show. And this is one of our own songs. Ironically, it's called the Travel Day Blues. Fast and anonymous, riding in the rain. Dead man traveling on a westbound train. Take a shot of bourbon for to ease the pain. Nothing but the Travel Day Blues. Daddy sang bass in the angel band. Mama bought a ticket to the promised land. Sisters in a wheel and a raisin stand. All about the Travel Day Blues. Preachers in a pulpit banging on a book. Politicians traveled. I can't wait for those travel day blues to set in again. You know, it's been a while. So I'm guessing that everything sounds good. Rocket Pete, I will take that as a yes.
Because if we were silent, it wouldn't be quite as rocking.
You know, we have done over 570 different songs, and so we always love getting requests, especially for songs that we don't know. And we got a request for this one by Ishmael Garay, and it's a song by My Morning Jacket, which I love that sound of that band. They sound so good.
Yeah,
But
they're great.
I didn't know this. We saw them live, in fact.
With Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
That was a great show.
A few years ago. It was a great show. But we didn't know this song particularly, and in learning it so speaks to me in my experience of performing in live clubs. And I always say that when I'm on stage in front of people singing, when I first go on stage, I can see the audience, individuals. And then as I start singing, the whole audience turns into this golden shimmer to me. That's how I see you all when we're in person. And this song is called Golden, and it's just about the joy of playing in front of people, which I'm sure we will experience again before too long. It's for Ish. Ready? 2, 3, 4. Miles of light explode, drifting off a thing I've never done before. Watching the crowd roll in, out go the lights, it begins. Feeling in my bones I've never felt before. People always told me bars are dark and lonely. Talk is cheap and fills the air. Again. Sure, sometimes they thrill me, but nothing could ever chill me like the way they make time just disappear. When you're here again, out on my skin again, feeling good, a thing I've never felt before. What does it mean to feel millions of dreams come real? Feeling in my soul I've never felt before. nice song.
That's such a good song.
It reminds me, the rolling guitar that you play reminds me a little bit of like Everybody's Talking at Me, the Nilsson song. And even the ooh, ooh, ooh at the end. We got, we've been doing these bossa novas, which have been very fun for us. And people have been suggesting here and there different songs to do bossa nova style. And my homie, one of my very earliest best friends from when I was growing up, who lived kitty corner across the street, Pat, he asked us to do this song as a bossa nova.
Yeah, the bossa nova thing is popular, and also John Lennon songs are popular.
That's right.
A John Lennon bossa nova.
Teeth
That's one thing we haven't tried.
When you
yet.
have bossa nova, you need some tea. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I love them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love. It's something new, though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things going before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I've loved you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that came before. Though I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I've loved you more. In my life, I've loved you more. That's a nice little bossa.
Yeah, a great song works in a lot of different
It does. We want to take a minute and say thank you to everyone who's been so supportive of us. When we first started out, we were just traveling for like 27 years, town to town. We would be on the road literally constantly for months on end without even touching home base. And then we would do these jaunts overseas, over to England and Scotland and Ireland.
And drive all around there, too. And then, of course, that all came to a very sudden halt just about a year ago.
Yeah,
About a year ago. And unexpected, so there was no way to prepare. I mean, I guess if you knew you were going to stop touring on a certain day, you would make all kinds of preparations. But we hadn't done that because we didn't know everything was going to be locked down. There would be no more gigs. So putting the show together was so important for us. When you're a songwriter and a singer, the two things you really want most in life are a voice and people to hear your voice. And it looked like we weren't going to have anyone to hear our voice anymore a year ago.
But you've been so supportive, so many of you. And as always, these shows are free to enjoy, but we want to say special thank you to the people who have been in a position to support us in this show and who have had the generosity of heart to do that too. So we thank you very much. And if you do want to support us to keep the show going, you can do so at paypal.me/The Kennedys Music. We also accept your donations at venmo.com, _The Kennedys. And of course, we love getting cards and letters at our post office box, P.O. Box 8673, Tarrytown, New York, 10591. And there's these options and others at our website. You can go check those out. But we're going to get on to the show, and I wanted to read one of our listener letters before we do the song for her. Vicki Davis, as you know, has spearheaded a whole campaign, a contest to name the group of us that all gather here every week. And I know you provided a bunch of those names. And so I will tell you how that's the status of that later on in the show. But for right now, Vicki wrote something really moving to me the other day, and she said this. As I was listening and watching last night, I realized that our Sunday gatherings are a lot like church. Not so much for worship, but for coming together for a common purpose, checking in with each other, expressing our concerns and our well wishes for our extended family who are in trouble or in pain. This week, she says, I'm one of those folks. So we know that Vicki is hurting a little bit this week, and we want to all offer her our love, our unconditional love. And she asked for this song. I didn't know if I'd be able to get it together in time for her because I just got her email, but I think we're going to try it for Vicki because music soothes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
What song is it?
Well, let me take this off of here first.
This is a great song, too. I don't know why we haven't done it on the show before.
I don't think, yeah.
I'm so glad
I tried
Vicki
to do
asked
it
for
once
this.
a long time ago at a wedding, and I got all teary. I couldn't finish it. Get too emotional at weddings. Ready?
Yeah. For Vicki.
For Vicki. Oh. May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars, climb on every rung. May you stay. May you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay. That's for our good friend Vicky. Yeah.
Bono said, wherever you are in life, Bob Dylan has a roadmap
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
because he's covered it all.
Well, we're going to pick up that banjo. By we, I mean Pete.
Yeah, I love this song. Bill Staines wrote this song.
Bill wrote this song. Yes, he did. And of course, we played it on occasion with Nancy
It's a
Griffith.
Yeah.
And who asked for this one? Robert Sayer asked for this song. We haven't played it yet. I told my sister she's been practicing the fiddle, over the course of this whole pandemic. She never really played the fiddle before. And she practices for an hour a day. And I said, someday we'll play this song with her because this song features the banjo and a fiddle.
Yeah.
But for now,
Fiddle and a banjo.
yeah. Let's see, I got to get the tempo.
You can get up and dance to this one.
Yeah, it's
too.
a dancing song.
Move around a little bit.
1, 2, 3. Well, the night was clear, stars were shining, and the moon came up, so quiet in the sky, and all the people gathered round. The band was a tuning, I can hear them now, playing Coming for the Ride. She was dressed in blue, and she looked so lovely, just a gentle flower of a small town girl. And then he took her hand, and they danced to the music, and with the same old style, she became his girl. And they danced all night to the fiddle and the banjo. Their drifting tunes seemed to fill the air. So long ago, I still remember when they fell in love at the Roseville Fair. Oh, Pete. Well, they courted well, and they courted dearly, and they rocked for hours on the front porch chair. And then a year went by from the time that I met her, and he made her his at the Roseville Fair. And they danced all night to the fiddle and the banjo. Their drifting tunes seemed to fill the air. So long ago, I still remember when they fell in love at the Roseville Fair. So here's a song for all the lovers, and here's a tune that you can share. They dance all night to the fiddle and the banjo, the way they did at the Roseville Fair. Oh, the way they did at the Roseville Fair.
I love that song.
That's so sweet. What a sweet song
It
that
sounds
is.
like an old traditional song, I love when someone can write
I
a song
know.
like that. They could
Time
drink-
for tea.
Yep. And I'm going to have a sip of coffee from my bird's mug.
Oh.
There's Gene Clark.
Wow,
right
that's a
up
little-
there.
that's a little bit of
Imagine
foreshadowing.
Everybody.
Wait for
A
it.
telegraph.
Should I read another listener letter?
Yeah.
This is kind of two different people asked for the same thing. Jim Duckett says, sometimes could you spend a few minutes talking about the technical things, like how much you rehearse the songs and what is around you, what kind of gear do we have? And actually, Elliot Brenner also wanted to know what our sound setup is. It's so simple. It's simpler than a regular gig. It's right out of the shot. We have one microphone hanging above us, and we spent lots of time tweaking, just getting mic placement. And all the best recording engineers rely on mic placement rather than miking up everything.
Yeah, there's no like mixing board or anything like that. It's just the one microphone.
Now the guitar I've been using, I mentioned this last week. This is an electric guitar, but we took all the electronics out of it. The thing is, it's a hollow body, but it's a very thin hollow body, so it's not too. It's also that's so that I don't have button noises. It's a piece of foam.
And those aren't real pickups.
No, that's just.
I just made little pearl pickup covers to cover up the holes where the pickups used to be.
So this guitar is a lot quieter than say my Gibson. My Gibson J200 is a very loud guitar, and so this is my. It looks like it's an electric guitar, but it's unplugged completely. And then you've got a little amp. It's a loud box
a
mini
little Fishman amp. It's kind of like a footrest. That's right. If I sit like this with my knees up, it's because my feet are on my amp. And it's turned down really low. It's turned up to like 1.
And the sound comes straight up to the same microphone.
And blends with our voices.
So really, one microphone up there and one guitar amp just for Pete's guitar.
Yeah.
That's it.
Then you can see my rack of whatever guitars I'm going to use.
And
right next to me here.
all the things that are in front of us, I've got my little talking points like listener letters here, and I've got the standby of requests and the people who asked for them, and then I've also got my another laptop here with your comments, which I don't often get to see because the show's going by, but we go back later
and the set list too. When we say we're doing an all request show, it doesn't mean that every request that we get we're going to play, because it's not possible. If you got 30 or 40 requests, we can only do about a dozen of them in an hour-long show. So what we do is we save all of them so that we'll get to them eventually, and we pick 12 or 13 songs that will make a really good show with the beginning, kind of up-tempo beginning and up-tempo ending, and different moods and stuff like that. So if you request a song, we don't play it on the following Sunday. It's only because it's in the hopper, and
in the hopper.
haven't gotten to it yet. We can't do all the requests that we have every week. But when we say the show is all requests, it means that all the songs in that show
and
are
sometimes
drawn from the requests that we got.
I will look at the chat. If something jumps out to me,
Yeah, we've done that.
we'll jump into that. But right now we're going to do a song that Sam Kane has been asking for, I think for months. And we finally decided to. Never sung this one, but I don't know why, because I love this song.
Joni Mitchell's song.
Ready?
Yep.
So this is for Sam.
Put my feet up on the amp.
Put your feet on it. 2, 3, 4. Flows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in it and feather canyons everywhere. I have looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on it. They shake their heads and say I've changed. Well, something's lost, but something's gained in living every day. They looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know at
You can play the Joni Mitchell lick in there too. That's her trademark.
Yeah. What a beautiful song. Perfectly written
Perfectly
song.
written song. Every word of that song.
Yep.
It couldn't be changed.
Not a word.
It's like Greek architecture or something.
Well, let's see from the list. Kista or Krista? I have Kista. I wonder if I wrote that wrong. Is it Kista or Krista Hansen? I'm going to say it's Kista because I usually just copy and paste. As for this song, and it's one of my all-time favorite songs by the Searchers.
But it's really by Jackie DeShannon.
Yes, it is. She wrote it.
Brilliant songwriter who I saw a clip where she was talking about recording this and showing Glenn Campbell the riff. It's got this great hook as he played it on the record without getting credited. And she explained that she really produced, she not only wrote the song, but she produced it and told all the musicians what to play. And of course, being the chick singer in the 1960s, she didn't get credit for any of that. She was just, the singer.
Well, this is women.
She was brilliant.
This is Women's Month, so this is for Jackie DeShannon. She is one woman who totally rocked.
Yeah.
Not just this month, but always. This is When You Walk in the Room. 2, 3,
4.
I can see a new expression on my face. I can feel a strange sensation taking place. I can hear the guitars playing lovely tunes every time that you
That's another perfect song.
Perfect.
It's like a whole show of perfectly written songs.
I know. And
That's
here
the
comes another
perfect
one.
pop song, and this one is too.
My old bandmate Johnny Van Patten asked for this one. We used to do this in a band I was in called Sparse Frontiers. And there's a guy, the bass player in the band had a higher voice than I did, so he sang all the high stuff.
Oh wow!
Anyway,
This is the perfect
another perfect song.
Baroque pop song.
I would like to commend you all for your amazing requests.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of comments from people who've actually said that, how impressed they are with this community who keeps requesting such great songs.
Real music aficionados.
Yeah.
They ask for all the best songs.
Oh, you got the 12-string acoustic. Gotta have that beautiful 12-string acoustic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get the harpsichordy sound for this.
Ready? And when I see the sign that points one way, the lot we used to pass by every day, just walk away, Renee. You won't see me follow you back home. The empty sidewalks on my block are not for sale. You're not to blame. From deep inside the tears I forced to cry, from deep inside the pain I chose to hide. Just walk away, Renee. You won't see me follow you back home. Now as the rain beats down upon my weary eyes, for me it cries. Just walk away, Renee. You won't see me follow you back home. Now as the rain beats down upon my weary eyes, for me it cries. Your name in mine inside a heart on a wall still finds a way to haunt me, though they're so small. Just walk away, Renee. You won't see me follow you back home. The empty sidewalks on my block are not for sale. You're not to blame.
That's another song. You couldn't change any detail about that.
That seems to be the
song. It's just so
theme this
perfect.
week.
And it can the Four Tops did that amazing version of it. Just these songs are just so inspiring.
Is your stream hanging in there? Because the computer I use to check the chat keeps flashing on and off. But let me know if your stream is going well. I have both of these. I have this laptop on a whole different network than this one. So maybe it's just this slower network that's... Anyway,
Is it buffering?
it's doing a buffering thing. But I hope that you guys are not buffering. Okay.
This song's written by John Denver, right?
Yeah, we'll send this one up to my sister because she loves John Denver.
Yeah.
And
Send it out to my sister too because she's recuperating
Yes.
right now down in Alabama, and so a lot of her friends from there, they have this national music group of music fans. A lot of them tune in. So we'll do it for your sister
and your sister.
and my sister Chris too.
And
Yeah.
can I also do it for my brother, my oldest brother Joe, because my brother Joe is a scientist. He's all brain. He's like, I think of my brother Joe as a brain with just like a couple of feet to kind of propel him around. Anyway, when he graduated high school and he went off to Harvard, he later graduated at the top of his class. I sang this in the backyard at his graduation party, and it made him cry. I was not prepared for that. But anyway.
I do think the song needs one more verse.
Yeah?
Now, that would be about getting a COVID test within 72 hours.
It's another.
It has to be within 72 hours, and possibly quarantining for 14 days.
This is the
afterwards.
second traveling song in the set, because we started out with Travel Day Blues.
Yeah.
But anyway, so who asked for this? Phyllis Ingmeyer asked for this one
Yeah.
specifically. So, ready?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. All my bags are packed and ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. Taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on the jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I've let you down. So many times I've played around. Tell you now, they don't mean a thing. 'Cause every place I go, I think of you. Every song I sing for you. I come back, I'll wear your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. Well, now the time has come to leave you. One more time, let me kiss you. Then close your eyes, I'll be on my way. And dream about days to come. I won't have to leave alone. About the time I won't have to say. Well, kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. Last time I sang that song was 1979
Wow.
at
And
my
you
brother's
still
graduation.
remember
Wow, that's a long time ago, isn't it?
it. We're hitting all the great songwriters today.
This next song is this kind of handles two different requests because Edith Bacon asked for this song a few weeks ago, and then also Robbie White asked us to play our favorite Everly Brothers song,
Yeah.
and this figures in to both of those.
It kind of works as a Graham and Emmylou and an Everly Brothers.
Yeah.
And a Boudleaux,
Felice and Boudleaux
Felice and
O'Brien.
Boudleaux O'Brien. Yeah.
I remember telling my dad about Boudleaux O'Brien, and he said, Boudreaux? I said, no.
Boudreaux
close
O'Brien.
close to my maiden name, but
Yeah.
just close. So yeah, so this is a double request. As always, we're going to run a little late because it's fun to play
I'm
songs.
trying
so
to
we
get them
always
all in.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Love hurts, love scars, love wounds and mars any heart not tough nor strong enough to take a lot of pain, take a lot of pain. Love is like a cloud, holds a lot of rain. Love hurts. Love hurts. I'm young, I know, but even so, I know a thing or two. I've learned from you. I've really learned a lot. Really learned a lot. Love is like a stove, burns you when it's hot. Love hurts. Love hurts. Some fools rave of happiness, blissfulness, togetherness. Some fools fool themselves, I guess, but they're not fooling me. I know it isn't true. No, it isn't true. Love is just a lie made to make you blue. Love hurts. Love hurts. Some fools rave of happiness, blissfulness, togetherness. Some fools fool themselves, I guess, but they're not fooling me. I know it isn't true. No, it isn't true. Love is just a lie made to make you blue. Love hurts. Love hurts. Ooh, love hurts. What a song.
Another great song.
Another great song.
You can say that for every song.
And there's plenty of versions, all different varieties.
Yeah. Kansas had the
No,
big hit for it.
Nazareth. Place names. That would be a theme for a show.
Yeah.
Songs by bands from, Bay City Rollers, Nazareth, Kansas, Chicago. No, I'm not gonna
Boston.
Boston.
More than a feeling.
See Marianne walk away.
We're getting the sitar out for this.
Oh, yes. Bo Jane, here it is.
Jane.
Bo wanted this one real bad.
Bo Jane from New Jersey. We love Bo Jane.
We love Bo. And this is another one I used to sing with my group. Sparse Frontiers, but we recorded it with the sitar and with Chris Thompson and Rebecca Hall and Ken Anderson when we put together our super group called the Strangelings. That album is well out of print, but you can still get it as a download, I do believe. This is the oldest song that we do by hundreds of years. Okay? Ready?
Yeah.
2, 3,
4.
Holiday, and the first fun of the year. Lord Donald's wife came into the church, the gospel for to hear. And when the meeting is done, she cast her eyes about, and there she spied little Mattie Groves walking in the crowd. Come home with me, little Mattie Groves, come home with me tonight. Come home with me, little Mattie Groves, sleep with me till light. Well, I can't come home, I won't come home and sleep with you tonight. By the rings on your fingers I can tell you are Lord Donald's wife. What if I am Lord Donald's wife? Lord Donald's not at home, but he is out in the far cornfields bringing the yearlings home. He swore Lord Donald he would know before the sun had set. And in his hurry to carry the news, he bent his breast and ran. When he came to the broad mill screen, he took off his shoes and swam. And Mattie Groves, he lay down to take a little sleep, when he was Lord Donald standing at his feet, saying, how do you like my feather bed, and how do you like my sheets? How do you like my lady who lies in your arms asleep? Well, it's well I like your feather bed, and well I like your sheets, but better I like your lady gay who lies in my arms asleep. Well, get up, Lord Donald cried, get up as quick as you can. It'll never be said in Faring Land that I slew a naked man. But I can't get up, I won't get up, I can't get up from my life. For you have 2 long beaten swords, and I'm not a pocket knife. Well, it's true, I have 2 beaten swords, and they cost me deep in the purse. But brutal song that is. We also recorded that for our as a bonus track for our retrospective album.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to tell you, I think it's time to tell you about next week's show.
Yeah.
Here we are in the middle of the shared holiday that really got its origins from springtime. Easter and Passover and kind of the agricultural groups that celebrated spring. And that kind of works with resurrection and all that kind of stuff too. And I've noticed over the past few weeks waking up to just a cacophony of birds singing out our window. Mm-hmm. So we thought that it's time to bring back the birds.
Because the
birds.
Bring back the birds.
So we did a Birds Part 1. We even called it Part 1 back then, months and months ago. And we always said we were going to do Birds Part 2.
We had so many people requesting that.
So we're going to do Birds Part
do
2
more
next
birds.
week. We're going to do different songs. If we do repeat any songs from last time, we'll do them differently than the way we did. But mostly we're going to do different songs, bird songs. And if you watch this show in repeat mode, I'm going to put up at the end of this whole show a link to Birds Part 1. You might want to just go back and rewatch Birds Part 1 just to get yourself in the mood for next week.
Yeah.
Right?
So many people have been asking for that, for another bird show.
Yes. Now, that leads into this next song, which is a dedication. This is a song that a fellow is dedicating to his friend because her birthday is next week, and asked me if I could sing this song for her on the show right before her birthday. But because we're doing a bird show, we thought we would give her an extra whole week of birthday.
Yep.
And so this is a gorgeous Rodney Crowell penned song. I know this song means a lot to Mags, and she's going to, I won't tell you what her birthday is. She's going to have a landmark birthday next week, and her good friend George Fisher asked us to play this for her. So Mags, this is for you with an early happy birthday. You get a whole week, almost a week and a half of birthday, because it starts right now. Ready? 4, 1, 4, 1,
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4. Just like the sun over the mountain tops, you know I'll always come again. You know I love to spend my morning time like sunlight dancing on your skin. Never gone so wrong as for telling lies to you. What you've seen is what I've been. No, there is nothing I could hide from you. You see me better than I can. Out on the road that lies before me now, there are some turns where I will stand. I only hope that you can hold me now. The Man You Will Fade Out.
Yep.
Another gorgeous,
Another
perfect
great
song.
by a great songwriter, Rodney Crowell.
We have the hippest audience for requesting
I
these
know. I
songs.
always
You
ask
know?
for songs that we would want to play anyway. And learning so many songs, one of our family members asked us the other day, if you've played almost 600 songs in a year, hundreds of them must be songs you've never played before.
That's true.
The majority of them are really. And so we either recall these songs or learn them. Someone asked about our process and during the week, and it really, as soon as this show ends, we start working on next week's show.
We go back and look at the chat and we write down all your requests. We make a master list. We add it to the master list, and then we start rehearsing.
Yeah.
All
By around the
week.
middle of the week, we have a general idea of the show, but then we add more things in as people request them, up till the last minute. But we do have to sometimes just learn songs, and it's such a great experience because it's like getting a PhD in songwriting to delve deeply into these great songs.
And you internalize them, and I think it makes your own writing better, and it definitely makes your performance better because you're playing and you're having to not just learn the mechanics of it, but feel the song and internalize it. And so again, we thank you for that opportunity. We are going to tell you now about Vicki Davis's whole contest that she spearheaded. She sent me a note with the idea of naming this group of all of us here. And a couple weeks ago, people started sending in their suggestions for the name of our group. Some of them I won't repeat, but most of them were really good ones. We narrowed it down to two. One is the Jangle Poets, which is the name of our group way back in 1995. Sheila Turner started a listserv. Remember listservs?
Yeah.
And that was called the Jangle Poets, and it was named after a line in our first album. We only had that one album out yet.
Yeah.
And it's in the River of Fallen Stars album, and it says, the Jangle Poets will sing their song while the Pilgrim Travelers will listen from afar. And so she called the group the Jangle Poets. So that's choice number one. That still came back. And then the other one that seems to be the most popular among the new suggestions is the Special Ks.
I like that one.
Special Ks is good. So what we did was I figured out today how to do a poll on YouTube. So if you're a subscriber to our channel, you can go to our homepage on YouTube and hit the community button. There's a button that says community, and there you'll see the poll. It's got these two choices. You can select one or the other. And then I also put in the body of that not all of them, there's so many suggestions, but a number of the suggestions that other people had. So go vote. While you're there, subscribe to our channel if you haven't. And next week we will announce the big winner of this group. And it's your name. It's not even going to be our name. It's the name of you all. So it's either going to be Special Case or the Jangle Poets. So yeah, so go and do all that, subscribe and everything. And we're going to...
It's always hard to believe when we get to the last song.
I know, we're running a little late, so we're going to do one more song. And this is one that Liz York asked for this one. And she's been dealing with all kinds of challenges. And I know that she would love to get your words of support. And so she asked specifically for this song because, like Liz, she is an optimist. Mm-hmm. And I think the best way to get through dark times is by being optimistic. So we're going to leave you with this one. And it's, who's the eternal optimist songwriter? Who's the best optimistic songwriter besides the Kennedys? I would have to say it's Ray Davies.
Okay. He's very sardonic, usually. To me, the great thing about this song is he's usually so sardonic. In this song, he's not.
But there's a
he's
lot
not
of
ironic. He's just so uplifting.
I would say at least half of Ray Davies' songs are optimistic, though.
Like You Really Got Me.
No, well, I'm just saying. I when I was a teenager, I bought every Kinks record I could find. They were used by the time I got around to them.
Oh, I did too.
But I know that the hits are got to be edgy, but there's so many of his songs that are just really, I think, very sincere and optimistic. Mm-hmm. But maybe he's pulling the wool over my eyes, but I don't think so, and I certainly don't think so with this song.
I think this one's totally sincere.
Yes. So Liz, we love you, and y'all, we'll see you next week. The Big Birds special, part 2
Return
next
of
week.
the Birds.
Hey, Return of the Birds, not the Hitchcock Birds. Ready?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Wishing you the bluest skies and hoping something better comes tomorrow. Hoping all the verses rhyme and the very best of choruses too. Follow all the doubt and sadness. I know that better things are on their way. Here's hoping all the days ahead won't be as bitter as the ones behind. Be an optimist instead, and somehow happiness will find you. Forget what happened yesterday. I know that better things are on their way. It's really good to see you rocking out and having fun, living like you've just begun. Accept your life and what it brings. Hope tomorrow you'll find better things. Know tomorrow you'll find better things. He's wishing you the bluest skies and hoping something better comes tomorrow. Hoping all the verses rhyme and the very best of choruses too. Follow all the doubt and sadness. I know that better things are on their way. I know you got a lot of good things happening up ahead. Past is gone, it's all been said. So here's to what the future brings. Know tomorrow you'll find better things. Oh, tomorrow you'll find better things. Know tomorrow you'll find better That's for Liz. It's also for our friend Bill King. He's been on a ventilator for almost 2 weeks now, but he's getting better gradually every day. He's one of our regular viewers, Bill
Yep.
and Sylvia. So we send Sylvia love and Bill as well. And we will see you all back here next week. It's going to be a big event with the Return of the Birds.
Yeah.
And we love you all so much. Hey, man, get your vaccines when they come your way, please. And please continue to mask up. It's so important for the people who haven't gotten vaccinated yet.
Even if you have.
And even if you have it, it'll keep those variants at bay, you know, it'll keep everybody safe, and we'll be able to once again have the travel day blues and leave on a jet plane and all that. So please take care, and thank you all again so much for your support of us and for this show. It keeps us going every week, and we will see you again here next week. Love you. Bye-bye.